Hi, I'm Craig Jellick, VP of Engineering at Obot AI, and today I wanted to share with you the new features in the 0.11 release of Obot MCP Gateway. So the first feature we'll be looking at is the ability to share projects with other users. So here you can see I've created a bare bones project. I'm going to add a couple connectors to it. I'll add Gmail as well as Google Calendar. And we'll take a look at just some of this project's configuration. I gave it a name, a description, and then just some brief instructions. Obviously, you could do something much more elaborate here. But from here, we can see that I have the ability to share this project by clicking the share link here. I'll get a notification explaining exactly what happens when I share the project, and then I can click share, and it will start generating the template. So here you can see what will be shared in this project. I have, again, the name and description, the system prompt, and any connectors I added. Now I can share this link with anyone else, and they'll get the same setup as well. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll bring in a different browser here, and this browser I'm logged in as a different user. I'll drop in that share link. And again, I'll get a little note about, this is a project shared from someone else. And I'll click Launch Project here. And you can see I have the same project set up, and it's going to walk me through the authentication here. So let me go ahead and authenticate. And I'll authenticate for the second app as well. And I'm using this project. Now, as the author of the project, I can even go as far as making updates to the project, and I'll be able to push those to other users as well. So that is the project sharing feature in a nutshell. The next feature we'll take a look at is the ability for users to publish their own MCP servers. To date, the creation and publishing of MCP servers was locked down to just admins. Now admins can control exactly who can create and publish MCP servers. First thing we'll look at here is I've jumped into the admin application, and you'll see we have this new user management section. The users and auth providers were already in previous releases. The new thing we see here is different roles to choose from. So this is the role a new user will get when they log into your Obot MCP Gateway. We've set it up here so that all new users get Power User Plus. But the two new roles are Power User and Power User Plus. Power User will let a user create their own MCP servers, but just for themselves. Power User Plus will let a user create MCP servers and make them accessible to all other users in your instance of the Obot MCP Gateway. So along with that, you'll see that users who have the Power User or Power User Plus role will see a new app in our dropdown, MCP Publisher. So if we go to that, you can see here that I've already created my own personal Tavily MCP server. Click into this, you can see the configuration here. You can write a description, you can set icon, you can set categories, and then you can set the configuration up. Now this is exactly what admins have seen since we initially released Obot MCP Gateway, but now we're giving the power to non-admin users within the system. So now that I've created this, we can take a look at the access control rule. My rule is set up to allow any MCP server in my registry to be accessible by anyone. So if we jump back again to this other user here and we go to their connectors and I search for Craig, you should see that we have Craig's Tavily search MCP server as well. So that does it for our two major features. Again, the ability to share projects and the ability to publish and share MCP servers as well. Thank you.